Welcome back. This is Cry Wolf with Dawn of Man. I just spent a few minutes trying to adjust the settings on my microphone because I did notice in the last episode or two that there were some issues with that. I also spent a little time looking at the limits of my production here. I did bump up our coal production a little bit, and I doubled our copper production and lowered our tin collection, even though we're not technically collecting that yet, because you use 2 copper and 1 tin to create a bronze bar. So we want to generally have a 2-to-1 ratio here set up. And I don't want to be collecting 50 tin. It's just too much. It's too much tin. I also increased our collection of logs so that we could support our production of charcoal. So that's kind of what my thoughts are on that. I would like to be able to set this to infinity, the raw skins, so that we could produce just whatever we need to, but unfortunately that's just not really going to be viable based on our workload right now. Alright, well, let's jump right back into it. We are at a point where we can go to the Bronze Age. I do not feel that we have the population to do that quite yet. And I would also like to have more cattle available. So we're going to hold off on that. We are in a much better place in terms of, excuse me, in terms of our sledges and our tools. We're doing much better. We have granaries, 2 that are dedicated to grain, 1 that can take everything else. We will end up making more granaries. Sorry. We do need to build more of our metalsmiths. So maybe we do that now. Just get those up and running. Not that we really want to be producing too many bronze tools. We really want to get to the, copper tools. We really want to get to the Bronze Age as quickly as we're able to. That way we can minimize how much copper we're using on copper tools. We want to be focused on those bronze tools. Yeah, sorry, texting my girlfriend. So we want to wait until we get to about pop 120, 130, and we also want to wait until after a raider attack. That is a strategy that I've been using in Dawn of Man, basically since I started getting attacked by raiders. So you want to wait because they're kind of timed. I don't know exactly what the timing is, but there's always a period of time between raider attacks, and if you can hold off on doing your age, specifically jumping to new ages, between the raider attacks, then you'll better be able to maximize the amount of time between for producing tools or weapons or things of that nature, or getting your infrastructure set up for that, which I think is a small efficiency thing that can be done to better buffer your settlement against being destroyed, which obviously is not a good thing for your settlement. So right now I'm just looking around for oryx. There's just this one here. We'll kill him. Yeah, so we don't really have enough oryx to really maintain our population. I'm hoping that they will spend the time to come over and get these. Young female, young male, and young male. We really need... I was looking at this too. We really need more females. We really only need like a couple of males. Mia, leave it alone. Sorry, the dog is going crazy. Alright, so we've got our metalsmiths up. I don't really want to turn on production of other tools until we get to the Bronze Age. Those can just sit there, that's fine. They don't have any maintenance costs, they don't get bad, they don't turn bad like the housing. Yeah, so I did see in some of the comments that some people were eager to hear what my thoughts were on plows and that kind of thing. Orcs attack. That's the one, that one male that was unruly. Why? Why did you go alone? That was incredibly foolish. I don't feel like I should have to micro orcs hunts. Okay, well, back to 99. That's the way it goes, huh? We're at a pretty good level of straw. I did also want to show you guys the charts page. This is something that you can use to basically gauge how your population and your settlement's been doing over time. So here you can see that we've pretty much had a steady increase on food. This is our dip down when we were starting to struggle, and this is how we've been doing since we made those changes to our workload. You can see that we have a pretty steady, strong straw economy. We've been pretty stable for the last 2 years. Our population's been pretty flat. Animal domestication's been a little choppy. Not too bad, though, than our workload. So make sure that you're watching some of your charts. You'll notice that I keep a workload chart up all the time. You want to be watching your charts. Your charts will tell you a lot of stuff about how your town is doing. It does look like we were able to capture those 3 cattle. So let's go and murder their parents, as we do. They were in this general area. I don't know where they're at now. It's these 4 here. Let's murder them. See if there are any other orcs. Actually, you know what? After having somebody die to a single oryx, yeah, I don't trust them. You shouldn't die to a single oryx like that. This bear is low, though. Let's see if there are any more. Oh, we were also clearing a little bit of forest here for a stone circle, which I think we definitely still want to do. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, so we're looking good. We're looking real good. You know what? This just, it feels too bad to have that not on infinity. Maybe we just bump this up. I mean, that's as high as that's gonna go. I don't know. And we need to turn up our collection of tannins too, because we're pretty low on those. We may need another tannin collection zone though. We don't really have a great spot for that. There's some here. I really want to chop those trees. I don't want to keep them. So our 1 tannin collection is like here-ish. So maybe we just put one kind of out here, I guess. Out here? I don't know. I don't want anything that's going to be too far away from the main base. But I also want it to be not in an area that we're going to be chopping out too frequently. So they can go over there for tannins, that's fine. So I do tend to cycle my woods for resources. Again, sorry for dog noises. And here comes our trader. Mia, leave it alone. Okay, so let's grab that copper. Let's grab this. We'll take the one spear. We'll take the tannins. We'll take the food. We can start getting rid of harpoons, bone harpoons. We really don't have much of a use for bones at all anymore, actually. Now that we're taking a copper spear, we can get rid of a flint spear. And I don't quite recall when our last raider attack was, so I don't really want to get rid of too many of these. What else can we ditch? We are out of flax, it looks like, so we don't want to get rid of flax. That'll be fine. Yeah, we're getting a lot of logs. I'm hoping that they'll take the logs over to here. Although they do have a log pile that's real close that they can use there, and they're able to walk through there, so it should be fine. I'm wondering if maybe we need more skin dryers. We might. We might, and maybe we'll set up another set of skin dryers slash tanners on this side. But I don't really want to limit our granary growth. I'd like to keep that as open as possible. We're sitting pretty on our workload. Looks like we're really catching up on a lot of our stuff. We should probably turn this flag. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. Don't worry about that noise. That's just my dogs playing. Do like a little weird growling game. They're crazy. Not really seeing any more oryx. Just too bad. I hope that those dog noises aren't too loud for you guys. Alright, well, let's see if we can put that down. We can. Okay, that's a good spot for that. Okay, so then we need megaliths. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That'll be kind of our little stone circle for people entering our village. They have to come through our stone circle gateway. And then we might end up expanding into this area as well at some point. Maybe not. I mean, there's a lot of stone in here, so there's tons of resources. There's so much stone on this map. It's crazy. Now, we may be at a point where we want to start upping this a bit. Cloth production. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, we still have too many pigs. we're looking good. Looking real good. She is insistent. Mia, no. Right, they are hopping to it. I think we will not tell them to prepare for transport until after harvest, though. They can do that in the winter. I was hoping that turning my game off and back on would relieve us of that stupid issue. Apparently not. Don't really understand how sheep are dying of starvation, but okay. Somehow we went to 150 logs. That's fine. We need the charcoal. Here is our raider attack. We are not at our 120 pop that we want to be at, though. We've got lots of fields that are outstanding. Okay, well, we're going to have to just, we're going to have to deal with it. Let people kind of get inside here. I mean, are you just naked? Are these immigrants? Alright, let's see how we do. Got some raiders. Now, theoretically, we won't lose anybody here. Just because the way that the gates are set up. That should be everybody. Let's just lock the gates. Let's see if we can't. Maybe that'll help us reset our animals dying of starvation, even though they're no, there's plenty of food. Like what? Like why? Why are you dying of starvation? Eat the ground. Eat the ground. Yeah, those naked people were immigrants. I don't get it. I don't get it. Eat the ground. That's... Alright, let's see how much of these fields we can get harvested. We do have 78 sickles, so there should be plenty of people to do that. It would be ideal to dump as much of our flint tools as possible before we tech up to the next stage. So I am willing to wait for the next trader as well, and especially because our population is not quite what I want it to be. So maybe we wait for one more raider attack, depending on... Just, you know, try to be smart about it, right? There should be a trader coming soon. The last one we had was in spring. This dog is very insistent. Leave it alone. She's got puppy pads. Leave it alone. Yeah. We're looking good. We're able to get those fields harvested. I don't know if that will get the whole thing. We should get a good chunk of it, though. That is incredibly frustrating. Looks like we're gonna get all but 2, which that tells me that our food production for grain is pretty much right where it needs to be. We're at 69% workload. We may actually need more haystacks. We're at 300, and each one of these can hold, looks like 40, so we don't have enough storage for that. Which hopefully means that they're putting them in here, but you know that's not going to happen. Probably putting them, considered material. Putting it in the huts. Yeah, why are you putting that in the huts? Like, there's some things about this game I don't really get it. The AI, I wish it was a little bit better. And you should be out there planting. Yeah, please, in the comments, like, if you know why my animals are dying of starvation and dehydration, like, even the dogs, please let me know, because I would love to learn why this is happening. Okay, well, this puppy is being very insistent. Seems like she needs some care. So I'm gonna put a break in the videos here. It's a little bit of a shorter episode. Hopefully we'll get a trader soon and we'll be able to jump to that Bronze Age. We might just do it before we hit 120. It's just the way it goes. Alright, well, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the episode.